Hey, I'm Danielle Taylor. You might know me from Get Healthy for Life or the current project I'm working on, Alive 360. And I'm here to work with the Spiel ladies because we're not going to do a show this week. We're going to focus on some things that are kind of important right now and actually important every day. So we're going to kind of plug in to some very basic things on immune health, how to keep our immune system healthy, how to keep our immune system boosted where it needs to be. I like the word balance better than I like boost. You hear boost a lot in the news. You hear a lot of trending on boosting the immune system. But a balanced immune system, a nourished immune system, is what's going to keep us healthy and help us to fight anything that we might come into contact with, because we do come into contact with thousands and thousands of different microbes and germs every single day of our life. So we want to make sure that we are focusing on this on a daily routine, and daily routines take time to build. Why not do it now? The first thing that I would recommend for immune health, and that would be good old-fashioned water. You see, water is what we're made of, and that is what our cells need. Lots of hydration. And you know that sometimes if we just take a little bit of what we have already, which are easy to get, fresh lemons or fresh limes or fresh grapefruit or fresh oranges, and we cut them, just very simple. Some of you may not have a big guy like this, but I do a lot of cutting. And you're just gonna squeeze a little bit of lemon juice right into your water. And that's going to give you some electrolytes, some enzymes, and help you to absorb this, and so it can get into your cells, because that's where we're talking about hydration. When we are hydrated, we feel good and our body can work optimally. If we are dehydrated, we don't feel good and we put ourselves at risk. We find that lemons are easy to find. I love lemons. I use them for a lot of things, and they're also extremely powerful for cleaning. When I've needed something to clean a surface, lemons can do the job. So if you don't have anything else, and it's non-toxic, that's really exciting. Some of the other things that we're going to talk about that are very, very basic are garlic. Everybody is familiar with garlic. So this is a garlic I picked up. This is a commercial garlic. I picked this up at the store. It's a nice, big, healthy bulb, and when you open it up, of course, it's made up of cloves. And it can be messy, but you know. The second tip that I would say, besides water, would be real food. Real food is what we want to discuss. If you will stick with real food and whole foods, you will keep yourself balanced, boosted, and in the right condition for anything that you're going to come in contact with. And it doesn't mean that our immune system will always be able to fight off everything that we come in contact with, but it will not be busy kicking out too many toxins if we're eating whole foods. So whole foods would consist of the things that you can actually find in its whole form. So anyway, the garlic, what we're going to do with the garlic, see, these are cloves. And so this was a bulb, these are cloves. And we're gonna take them, I always keep, you don't wanna do it too hard because you wanna break your cup, but, or you can use a garlic press. This is my handy garlic press. You can see it's worn, it's used, I use it often. And all you do, you don't even have to peel when you do this, but if you're worried about peeling, you just hit your garlic, really simple, and I have a cutting board right here, and you squish it, and then it becomes very easy to peel. And so then you just peel it. And what I like is, once I peel it, because if I don't peel it, I put it in here, I still have to go in and take all the stuff out. This is easier. And you push it through, see that? And it's getting the juices and it's squishing the garlic. And so what that's gonna do is that's gonna activate the garlic, and you're gonna let it set for a few minutes and you're gonna let it activate. And that's having some conversion. And it's converting into a very powerful form that's in garlic, and it's going to give you your maximum amount of immune protection. And so literally, we're gonna talk about what would you do with garlic, with onions, celery, with cauliflower, and another really great immune booster, protector, balancer, all those words are appropriate, turmeric and ginger. So if you're doing a broth, you're just going to dice it and add it to your broth. You can also add it to steeping water for tea. So these are great also for teas to help you. And you can literally make a ginger, turmeric, garlic tea and drink it if you're not feeling well. And it will actually start to drain your lymph, and it'll drain your sinuses, and you'll feel good. Now, here's another component. This is a serrano pepper. If you are having congestion in your lungs, in your chest, you're not feeling well, You want to put him, you want to just literally dice him up just like this. And if you're very sensitive, you want to put rubber gloves on, and you're going to put him in the steeping water as well. And so we have our garlic, our peppers, some ginger, some turmeric, and you're going to steep that, or you're going to put it in a pot and you're going to drink. You can make more. If you put it in a pot, you can have a couple of servings. The other thing we'll talk about, it's very, very basic. You can get this now anywhere, which is Himalayan sea salt. Now I like to use the big chunks because then I know what's in it, and then I grind it myself. But you can get it already grinded. It's a wonderful thing. It also is going to help to balance. And so you can put this, a pinch of this right into your hot tea or your broth that you're going to make. The celery is great because you can either eat celery raw or you can cut it up and put it in your broth. So this is a multifunctional. Keeping these things in your house, in your household, is multifunctional. Brown rice, this is a local brown rice. I love it. It's Cahokia. We use this in our soups as well. So if you need a little extra gumption, this is a great way to do it, as you know, to just give you a little extra. And it's a whole food. This is not a refined food. This is a whole food because it's brown. Bragg's Liquid Aminos is something I use for seasoning. It's a wonderful way to season soups, season teas if you need a little dash of salt. It's salty, but it's not actual salt. And the same thing goes for this. You can use this instead. So either one of those addresses that. The other components of what we see here today, we see the onions, which are also for your immune system. They're great for cleaning out the lymphs, and the lymphs are as long as our lymphs are clear and they're moving, and we need movement to go with that. So even though we're talking about immune balancing, immune protection, and all of those nice words for healthy, we also want to remember that the lymph system actually needs to move, and that's why heat, we added the pepper, because heat actually moves lymphs, but you physically want to move as well. So don't forget that component as you're working through this time where you might be tempted to be a little bit more sedentary. Go outside in the sunshine, walk around your yard, and get some fresh air. Let's talk about the herbs. I always have herbs in my house, and this one is cilantro, and I love this. These are fresh cilantro herbs and fresh garlic. This is not a store-bought, this is a farm grown, and these are my local farmers. I love them. I ordered it online, I went and picked it up. It was a great, which I do this anyway. So it was very, very convenient, very possible. So All Season Farms in Cobden was a great way to do that. Really quick too, I didn't get to show you, is the microgreens. These are radish microgreens, and they're loaded with yum. And so you can have these with a salad, on a sandwich. So if you're gonna make yourself a turkey or a chicken sandwich, throw these on there for added nutrition, because they have a lot of micronutrients, which are those tiny nutrients that you don't see every day when you eat an apple, when you eat fresh foods. These are packed and loaded. So you wanna add this, and this is a local farmer as well. He's just a little bit, outside of Carbondale, Illinois, and he has microgreens. I also ordered those and met him, and we exchanged goods. I gave him money, he gave me microgreens. And so we do have a whole bunch of farmers that are able to meet our needs right now, which is beautiful because they're not able to get the products any other way. So this is a marvelous way to protect your health and to begin good habits for the times to come, because we are going to have good times to come, and we're going to enjoy all this good healthy feelings that we're establishing right now with our families. So we're going to move over into the whole foods, the fresh whole foods. So we had some vegetable and some herbs and some medicinal whole foods over here, and then we have some fresh fruit. This looks kind of beat up, but the reality is that those sugars in this pear are loaded with good energy. And so it's good for our lymph system. It's ready to go. It doesn't have to be cooked. It doesn't have to, you could literally cut this and it melts in your mouth. But you could also put it in your blender. And you can add wild frozen blueberries, which you can get locally right at your grocery stores, and it will make it cold. You can add ice to it. You can have fresh blueberries if you have access to those. And you can get those at your grocery store. You wash them. Always wash your food. That's the other thing we want to remember. Just washing, simple hand washing. Sanitizers aren't near as effective as just warm water, soapy warm water, rinsing our fruits and vegetables off. And that prevents a lot of spreading of germs and things that we want to make, limit our contact with. These also might look kind of scary to you, but they're pineapple, and these are at the sweetest point. And so literally just cutting this pineapple up and throwing it into a bowl and eating it, or putting it into your blender and making a pineapple, blueberry, pear smoothie. Really simple, super effective at keeping you feeling good. Another wonderful fruit is mango. I love fresh mango. You can either cut it up and eat it the way it is, or again, you can add it to your smoothie. Now, you can do a little bit of mixing herbs, greens, spinach, carrots in your smoothie as well if you like to power pack it, but you can keep it as simple as just a quick fresh fruit smoothie to give you the power for the day. And it also is going to clear your thinking. It's going to kind of calm you down because it's nourishing all your cells. It's designed to do that. Fruit is made for that. My trusty baking soda. It's a wonderful pinch of this in water, drink it down, helps settle stomachs, balances your pH inside. So, this is a great thing. These are things we have in our pantry every day. The other thing that my family does on a regular basis is they take the Juice Plus every day. And if you don't know what this is all that I'm showing you right now, except for it's grown specifically for nutrient density. So this company here produces a wonderful whole food supplement that gives your body protection and nutrition. Whole foods is a protector and a nourisher, and that's what this product is. It's whole foods protecting and nourishing the body the way that we were designed for, and that's all it is. So these are great ways. We have the green blend, the purple blend, the red blend, and the orange blend is an omega, plant-based omega, which is great. And I love the purple blend. This is my favorite blend because it has all of the purple antioxidants that we would want to be focusing on if we were worried about immune health. And so we have raspberry, bilberry, blueberry, cranberry, pomegranate, concord, blackberry, black currant, elderberry, artichoke, and cocoa. You wouldn't think that cocoa was, no, that's not a Hershey bar. It's not a chocolate bar that you just get at the grocery store. Cocoa is, in this form, in the form that we use, is actually loaded. It's got more antioxidants than elderberry does. So it's very, very powerful, and that's why it's in this blend. There is the long time argument that we have, is cacao and cocoa a berry or is it a seed? Well, it doesn't matter because it's loaded with antioxidants, and that's what we want. So anyway, I hope that this makes sense to you. I hope that, whatever, just as simple as an apple, eating several apples. They're inexpensive, they're relatively easy to get, it's a common fruit, and just getting your kids to eat several apples a day with some almond butter or peanut butter. Try to stay away from the refined sugars because that's what's going to bring down your immune system. It's going to compromise you and you're not going to feel good. So the temptation is to maybe load up on things that you're craving, but if you will start feeding your body fresh fruits and vegetables, you will see the curbing of those cravings. And when you meet the body's need for nutrition, you will start to feel better. So anyway, I hope these things make sense. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. You can find me on Facebook, Danielle Taylor, at Get Healthy for Life, or at Alive 360, which is my current project. And you can follow me for health tips and wellness. And we're going to be doing a lot more of this. So anyway, we at the Spiel wish you all the health and happiness that you can have. And we hope that you and your families are finding some good time together and try to evaluate some of your health decisions in the future. So have a great one.